Good afternoon, Facebook, YouTube viewers. So we're going to start our second half of the Bill of Rights. So I'm going to read from the Bill of Rights. We've already covered 1 through 5, so this is number 6. In all criminal prosecutions, the accused shall enjoy the right to a speedy and public trial by an impartial jury of the state and district wherein the crime shall have been committed, which district shall have been previously asserted by law, and to be informed of the nature and cause of the accusation, to be confronted with the witness against him, to have compulsory process for obtaining witnesses in his favor, and have assistance of counsel for his defense. Actually, I think I covered it last time, but just wanted to cover it again. So what does it mean? You cannot be railroaded through, which has happened because people don't know their rights. They have a right to account. I talked about this before, where we don't have enough funds to give individuals these rights, and we overload our defense counsels, public defenders, and try to ramrod stuff through because we want a speedy trial. But the problem is the prosecution withholds information all to receive a prosecution. So as we look at our problems across the United States over the last few weeks, we've got some issues in our legal system that need to be addressed. And I will probably do a thing on the Constitution about the legislative branch, executive and judicial, in the coming weeks. So we can talk about legislation and their job, and executive and their job, and judicial and their job. But at the end of the day, we have rights that were given to us through the Constitution, through the first 10 amendments to the Constitution, 100, 200 years ago. Folks, we need to understand our Bill of Rights. So I'm going to go on to the next one because I did cover the 6th actually last time I did this. Amendment number 7. In suits at common law, where the value in controversy shall exceed $20, the right of a trial by jury shall be preserved, and no fact tried by jury shall be otherwise re-examined in any court of the United States than according to the rules of the common law. So I'm pretty sure they've changed the $20 limit, but I may be wrong. So you may be able to get trial by jury for a $20 settlement. But what it really talks about there is double jeopardy. You can't be tried for the same thing twice, which is, hey, it's happened. People have been found not guilty in a state trial, and then bang, the federal side of things kicks in and tries to try them again. Realistically, that breaks the Constitution of the United States. That's double jeopardy. So we're pretty good about not doing double jeopardy, but there's cases where I've seen it happen in the last 30, 40 years. Amendment number 8. Excessive bail shall not be required, nor excessive fines imposed, or cruel and unusual punishments inflicted. So, excessive bail. What's excessive bail? It depends on the individual, I guess, but I really think it's rough when individuals that have been accused of murder, bail is set very low. When other individual bail is set pretty high. We're going to bail people out, or we're going to leave them in jail, rot in jail while everything goes on. What are we going to do? But that right there says bail should not be excessive. Or fines, excessive fines should be imposed. I'm not sure if you guys have seen the Facebook videos of the Rhode Island judge, who's pretty funny, but he's very fair, and he's let lots of people off on, fines that would have been excessive, but based on their what's going on in their lives, he would see as excessive and let him scot-free, which I think is pretty amazing because he's pretty much following the Constitution. Okay, number 9. The enumeration in the Constitution of certain rights shall not be constructed to deny or disparage others retained by the people. Pretty much, there shouldn't be any law in the Constitution based on skin color, religious, boom, boom, boom. Now, I know the Constitution at one point had that in there because of the South and the slaves, and they wanted to have more representation and all that kind of thing. Doesn't happen anymore. It shouldn't happen anymore. Our population census is done every year. It's not every year, every 5 years, and it's so important that we do the census because those numbers are based on how much representation you have in Congress. But it's also important that it's accurate and not fiddled with. So that's important to understand. Okay, amendment number 10. The power is not delegated, prohibited by it to the states, are reserved to the states respectively or to the people. So we've got a problem with federal government. They like to step into matters and put rules into place that technically, based on Amendment 10, are unconstitutional. They overstep their bounds in a lot of areas under the guise of we're trying to help make it better. It doesn't always make it better. A lot of times it makes it worse. But those are our 10 amendments. So those are the first 10 amendments that were added. Strongly influenced by a man named George Mason out of Virginia. A lot of our forefathers really thought long and hard about the things that should be happening within our Constitution. And my biggest worry now is we've got on both sides, Democrat and Republicans, that have never read the Constitution. I've been accused of not reading the Constitution, and then individuals state certain laws to me that have been approved by Congress. I make this understood. Okay. Laws created by Congress are not added to the Constitution. Laws added by Congress, signed by the executive branch, by the president, become law. But as United States citizens, if that law is imposing on our constitutional rights, we do have the ability to sue the government and state this law is unconstitutional, making the judicial system have to make a decision. Roe versus Wade was one of those decisions. But the problem with the judicial side of the bench is the fact that it's become politicized. Judges are no longer impartial in the Supreme Court. You have liberal and conservatives. There's no in between that look at the Constitution, the laws. It either serves the liberal Democrats or it serves the conservatives, the Republicans. We have our opinions, which our responsibility should be to debate these opinions with logic, facts, and understand them. Instead, we are too quick to disown individuals because they have a different opinion than you. I have a very different opinion than a lot of you, but I do not disown you. I am up for debate on it as long as we stick to facts and figures and not just say you listen to too much Fox News or you listen to too much CNN or you listen to whatever or watch too much of. Folks, we need to start forming our own opinions based on knowledge, not what is reported to us. The news media has its own agenda to put across. So, as I see it, the news media can no longer be trusted. So I am Jeff Lysette. This is YOY. And I also suggest you look up my friend Trevor and have a look at his stuff. He's got a kind of a campaign going on, and he's calling it F Cancer. And cancer is media. And he is right. I don't use the F word, neither actually does he, but that's what he's calling his campaign. So look him up on Facebook. I'm not sure what his podcast is called. I'll tell you next time that I talk on here live, and I'll post this on Facebook, also my YOY page on Facebook. I appreciate everyone that's watching and commenting. Keep the comments coming. Hey, any suggestions you want me to talk about? Feel free to put in a comment or email me at lysetja@gmail.com. I'll take it, and I'll see what I can find out about it and talk about it. But this has been YOY, and I appreciate your viewing. Have a great day.